guys, it's Enwa and welcome to the 8th episode of the Wayne Manor. I believe it's the 8th. If not, welcome to the number of the screen episode. There we go. And I hope everyone is doing well today. We had a bit of a chaotic episode last week. No, 2 weeks ago even, and it was a lot, but we managed to push through and we managed to kill the Wither and finish off what is the Wayne Manor exterior. I wasn't really content of how I left the big towers on the last episode, so I literally changed it as soon as I finished. So what I ended up doing was have 2 blocks at the bottom, all the way to the top, and then I used slabs at the very peaks, so it gives a little rounded off look. It's not too intimidating. I might actually put slabs on those 2, but I mean, as of right now, I'm kind of gonna leave it until it kind of annoys me. So there you go. What have we got planned for today? So as we can see, we have pretty much finished the exterior. What I do want to end up doing is putting some foliage around the air, like I don't know what I call it, in front of the base, because I feel like it looks just a little bit too flat. I mean, we've got like a lot of texture here, like, you know, that's great. We've got this massive platform here and then nothing. So I thought, instead of me extending this out a little bit further, why don't I get a bunch of leaves, bamboo, sugarcane, we can get some moss as well, and we kind of add a little bit of colour to the build, because it's looking kind of beige. I don't know, I don't know about you, but it looks a bit beige. I had a thought and I had a little think over of what to do on this right side of the house. So we had the library, we had the living room, and we had the kitchen, and a bathroom as well. But I really wanted a dining room which was in its own separate thing. I didn't want it to be upstairs or in a basement. I kind of wanted it to be next to the kitchen, so to speak, without the library moving, because that's kind of I think that was a bit of a struggle trying to move that, you know, I ain't doing it. So what I've done instead is, this is our living room. It is a bit small, but we do have another one upstairs, so, you know, take it as you will. But as you can see, we've got another chest there. Coming into here, we are now in the new dining room. It is quite lengthy, that's kind of what I was going for. We just ignore that. And here we are. I have no Scooby-Doo what I'm going to do with this little section here, but it is there. So the bathroom is up here, which makes a little bit of sense. It is out the way, and it is on the personal side of the house, so I'm not mad about that. You know, it's I think the design itself looks a bit more clean, and you know, it kind of makes the place look a little bit more polished. I've added in a new texture pack. Yeah, I have. Nothing has changed, except for, I think that's Oswald Cobblepot. I'm not entirely sure. He's a bit goofy, but I found a Batman painting texture pack. It's the only one I could find, so I will link it below if anyone is interested. And I was like, you know what? If we can get some little Batman themed stuff without me having to go into my files and doing things with maps and stuff, you know, that would take bloody ages. I'll do it, you know? And I did find one, so I'm gonna kind of experiment of what we can, you know, use it for. There are some Batman related paintings itself, so I'll be really excited to see that. The back garden has been left untouched for quite a while, and I just kind of want to clear it out for now. We won't touch it, but I just want to just clear the space, you know, just clear it. So let's get right to it. And here we are it has been sorted out. I did find a bee nest. I think you might have seen it in the time lapse. But the back garden, as of right now, is completely stripped of trees. The only trees I've left are these big boys up here. And I've left these ones for now because I don't know what to do with it. It's really kind of... I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it as of right now, but we'll come back to it. Now, what do we do with the rest of the items that we've got? Now, I really want to get started on this foliage. I want to see what it's like, you know? So, I've got a bunch of oak leaves. I think I do have some more elsewhere, unless those are the only ones I've got. No, that's not the only ones I've got. I think I have some more in a chest over here. Maybe, potentially. Yeah, so these ones I got off camera, and I want to start off first by putting moss all around this first area, all the way around the whole thing, and I will have to go to the nether as well to get some more glowstone. And look, guys, I've got this. I have one of these. I found a wandering villager. I think he was literally right here or over there. I don't remember, one of the two. I'll put it up on screen. There was a villager and he was selling that, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know how much I need that just because I want a mangrove tree. So you know what, I think I might just grow it. I don't know how it works. I haven't really gone into depth with the mangrove tree stuff. I don't know if it needs to be near water. I don't know. I'm really not sure about that. So I'm gonna move it kind of out the way. Although I've gone the long way around. So if I put it here, and if I bone meal it, oh wow, look at that! No way! We've got our own mangrove tree. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then now that they're sprouting more, which I think is really cool because then it saves me, you know, endless efforts trying to get saplings and stuff. You know, it grows itself, which I think is pretty cool. I actually do like the leaves, so I think we could definitely use those. And then I'm gonna start bone mealing this moss all the way around the area. Hopefully not destroying any of these blocks here, because I know what moss is like. It does kind of overtake everything. And then we can see where we go on from there. So I'll see you in just a second. Hello there. Bit of a story time while we're doing some lovely gardening work. Let's just say the villagers are all dead, and that was not my fault. I mean, it was the pillagers' fault, because I accidentally started a raid. And I didn't even realize I had the debuff on me. And yeah, I attempted to try and save them. But then I thought pillagers cannot open doors. That is not the case. So unfortunately, the Sonic, Barbara and Alfie family have unfortunately died. And yes, I can't say serious. They're all dead. I'm very sorry, guys. But don't worry, I will explain to you what our next steps will be. Here we are. The weather is a bit shit at the moment because it's thundering. I haven't seen any lightning yet, but I think to avoid any sort of oh, there it is! I saw one! Before there's any accidents, you know. Let's just sleep through it. So, I think I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks at the moment. I think, as I always say, it is subject to change, but there's a bunch of foliage around the place. There is flowers, there's colour. I do like the addition of the bamboo, although I do think at some point I'm probably going to remove the string, let the bamboo kind of blossom into, you know, what you would see at the top, and then as soon as I see that, put a piece of string over it so it doesn't look like just kind of sticks, just kind of chilling there, you know. you may have heard my lovely story. I do want to apologize about the tragedy of Alfie, Barbara, Sonic, and the 2 other Fletchers that kind of decided to be there. I didn't know I had bad omen on. I am very sorry. So, because of some of that sadness, I will end up building like a little grave for them all. I think I might do them down there, just on the coast. As like memory of the wonderful times that we had together. Now, I did say, you know, there is a new village that I did find at some point when I was kind of on my little murdering spree with the cows and sheep and stuff. I did actually end up crossing a village that's actually closer. It was only convenient for that village to be nearby anyways because it was by the desert, but because we don't really go there anymore, it's not much of an issue and a priority anymore. So I do have a new village set up. I've got thorns, mending, and some Fletchers at the moment. I think that's all the stuff I've kind of gotten started on. I think I did record that as well, just because that was kind of a moment where you'd say, oh yeah, I cheated. I would always expect someone to be like, yeah, that's not legit. And we've got some coarse dirt. I think that is kind of the perfect duo on building graves on Minecraft. And have I got a stone cutter? I do. Is there anything else that we could think? Oh, that would do all right. I don't think so. 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm sorry, that's so funny. Okay, let's just make it look a little bit more alive. You know? Put some shrubbery around the place. Obviously, the villagers aren't actually in these graves, but we can pretend. You know, Alfred can do a mean job at digging and shoving dead people in the holes in the ground. There we are. This is kind of cute. I should be calling this cute, but it's kind of cute though. Right. What I can do with this course that I can make it look like a little path going up. There we go. And then a little pathway going all the way down. Look at that. Ain't that great? You know what? That's not bad. R.I.P. We'll put Alfie here because he was the first. Alfie. And then we'll give it a little space out. Alfie. There we go. Then the same for Barbara. Barbara. R.I.P. Sonic. R.I.P. Fletcher 1. And then Fletcher 2. That's kind of cute. That's really cute. What I had in my brain was we could get candles. I don't know how to get candles. I think it's like from wax. But this bee nest doesn't have any guys in there. So, I think as like an alternative for now, we can use the lanterns. Yes, we can use the lanterns. Just kind of jazz the place up. Boom. Look at this. It's kind of cozy in a way. I know, I know that's not the best way to describe it, but it kind of is. Here we are. Our little graveyard. More to come, because there's bound to be other deaths in the family. You know. No reference there. It has been some time since I've been back on this world, and I know what we're gonna do. we are going to start doing the interior of the ground floor. And because I am so indecisive, very, very indecisive, I am going to do a before and then after shot of each room just to save time and a lot of rambling. So, we are going to start off with one of the most popular rooms in a house, and that is the kitchen. And I could have gone two ways with the kitchen. I could have gone for like a very modern look, or I could have gone for quite a Victorian kind of style one, quite run down, quite old. And, you know, just to be fitting with the Great Hall, we're going to do that. So I am going to show you what the new kitchen looks like. And after, welcome to the Wayne Manor kitchen. And look how cool it looks. I have tried to make sure each section actually looks quite filled up and quite roomy. And I must say, I really do like it. I decided to choose calcite for the chosen floor. And I went for a very barrel, spruce, and dark oak kind of theme. So let me run down the room for you. So here, this is supposed to be a bin. Okay, it doesn't look like one, I'll take it as that, but it's supposed to be a bin. Okay, I had cauldrons, I thought, okay, let's use it. So, a bin. And over here, we just have, I don't even know what it is. You know, it's just extra storage, I guess you can say. And, you know, I kind of like it. I also found some sea pickles. I went on a very, very long journey. And I did find some sea pickles and a bit of coral. And I thought, you know what, I'll bring some back with me and see what kind of stuff we can use with it. Then over here, this is supposed just to be a little counter, kind of another area you can store stuff, but obviously I've used carpets here, so you can't really put any items on it. But I used one of these paintings up here, and I have no idea who it is. I really don't. But she's there, so there you go, you can't go wrong with that. Moving on over to this side, we have a sink. I did want to use some sort of stone for the sink. I just thought I don't want it to be completely wood. It just doesn't make sense. So here we are. We've got a little shelf up here, and this wall up here looks so plain, so I just put some coral there. And I don't know why, it just makes it look a little bit better. I don't care what you say. It looks fine. And down here we've got our little fridge. We've got nothing in that space up there, but we've got our food, and I've moved our seeds in there as well. Then we've got a little island in the middle. It is purely just trapdoors and carpets. I thought it looks really cute, and I put some chains at the top, just kind of pretend to be pots and pans, but you know, you can't get any further than that. So there's that. And then onto the main part of the kitchen, the oven. I've used 2 smokers, and there are 2 campfires underneath. And then I have a little ventilator kind of thing as well. I've used stone again to just kind of add to it. It's a very long plain wall, and I wanted to put some stuff around the area, so there's that. And if you know who this villain is in Batman, I'm gonna give you brownie points because you know your shit. If you don't know, then that makes me upset. But as soon as I saw that painting, I was like, you're going straight into the kitchen when we make it. So that makes me very happy. And then just over in this little corner, we have a little, little table. It isn't really kind of the best. I don't really know how to do tables and chairs, which I'm going to struggle a lot when doing the dining room. But I thought this looks kind of cute. It's, space that was going to be wasted. So let's put a little bit of storage and a little bit of clutter in here. So we've got loads of barrels and more barrels and more trapdoors and more barrels. So that is the kitchen completed. And I have a very big chest full of all these items that I've used. So if anyone is actually interested, then let me know. I couldn't film it really, because I spent maybe 2 to 3 days on and off trying to make it look right. And I did use different pictures for reference, and I was like, this doesn't fit for what I want to do, you know. And I really like the end result. It seems cozy, and I like that. So that's the kitchen done. Onto the library. I did start the library, and I did record it. So if there is anything salvageable from that, then that'll be put on screen. If not, we're going to cut straight onto the library when it is completely finished. And here we are. This is the dining room. I think it is so sweet. It's a nice little cozy room. I'm really chuffed with it. I was gonna make more chairs around the table, like on either side, but I thought, you know, not many people do kind of stay over at the Wayne Manor, so I thought 4 chairs and plates kind of do it justice, right? So what have we got going on in this room? I mean, there's not much to say. I did have a little jukebox here that I used 1 diamond on, so take that as you will. But over here we've got a picture of Alfred, and this little section I put it into kind of some sort of like cabinet kind of thing, but they are just stairs, upside down stairs. But put a little armor stand on it, so when we get enough materials, we can start making armor and put them in all the armor stands, and boom, there it is. And I also had these brown banners that I made a while ago, and I thought, let's just put it there. Kind of hides the little handle from the doors, because I do have a lot of doors. So there we go. Over here we've got, I believe it is a Batman like a painting on a roof or something, but I mean, it's a little bit of an abstract piece of art. And we have Thomas and Martha Wayne with little baby Bruce in the middle. And yeah, that is all to kind of see for the dining room. I did have these little lanterns coming up from the ceiling, so I thought it was a bit empty, and I thought that looks kind of cool, you know. It's posh. Hanging lights are posh like that. Now, when I was building this, I was like, you know what? I want to put in a basement, but I don't know where to put it. I did initially think to put it into the kitchen, and I was like, well, where on earth do I put it? So this corridor here will be the entrance to the basement. It is not going to look pretty. I do want to make it clear, it will not be a pretty basement, because, I mean, it's a basement for a reason, right? So I'll quickly show you what I've done so far, but I won't touch it until I finish the ground floor, which will probably be next episode. We'll do the basement or the second floor. Anywho, we come down here, and I have now kind of started to, you know, chisel things away. So what we're going to have here, this will be a corridor, and this room in here will most likely be the wine cellar or the armory. Now, I don't know what other rooms to have other than those two, so it's more or less of, they're going to be quite big rooms. I'll have an armory, kind of a classic manor thing, you know, collectibles of just different type of weapons and stuff like that. It won't be in use, I would say, but for like, the only purpose I have for making it is I need a place to put my blast furnaces. I've got loads. I don't have anywhere to put them, so I thought if we do quite a fancy armory just in here, then, you know, why not? Because I was going to keep on going this way, but I forgot that the holes going down to the back cave will intervene with that. So this will be one room, and then I'll probably have another room onto the side going this way. And I might even add in some bedrooms for like the maids, cleaners. Maybe Alfred could have a room down here. I think it would make more sense if we did. But then again, I don't want to lower him to that expectation. So I'm not sure. But I am open to ideas if anyone has any kind of suggestions for this like area. But you know what? While we're at it, I'm going to show you what I've done with the library. So, like I said before, if there was any salvageable footage, it would have played already. If not, then I will quickly show you what we've done. I have done this floor and upstairs, and the only thing that is left is the bookshelves. The goddamn bookshelves. I have killed so many cows to get leather, and it just doesn't do me justice. I've killed 227 cows. I think that's more than zombies. It is. I've killed more cows than zombies, and it does my absolutely nutting. So I'm going to show you what I've done with the library, and I'm really excited because it's really, really cozy. So here we go. Into here, we have the bottom floor of the library. We have a little fireplace, and we've got a Batman painting. I had no idea what to put on that wall. It was so plain. At first, I wanted to put like a chimney kind of thing, but it didn't make sense. So I just stuck to a little fireplace here. We've got a little seating area, and I absolutely love the look of the way that these bookshelves have been done. It's really compact and just so polished at the same time. On the end of each row, there'll be an armor stand with a lantern on top, and I just think it looks so sweet. And down here, I have a carpet. Yeah. And over time, when I get glowstone, I'll replace these torches that, you know, is lighting the place up a little bit more. So once we go upstairs, it is kind of the same thing, but a little bit less bookshelves, as you as you can see. I did make this section a little bit bigger because I thought it was a little bit too narrow. So I was like, oh, you know what? Might as well just make it bigger. Push this in just a little bit, and there'll be more bookshelves here, and there is just some more decorative pieces. I'll probably put more sea pickles, definitely more sea pickles, maybe an armor stand or whatever. And I've got another little sitting area here. I really wanted to put like a chessboard kind of thing, but I don't really know how to do that, and I think that does involve armor stands. And well, the thing is, I'm not that good at the game, so I've left it out. And I've just added some barrels because why not? There was just a lot of space behind the chairs, so I was like, barrels, it does the job. And then I've added a little shelf here at the top here. So that is the library. I would say 80% completed. We do need those bookshelves. I was going to take them from my enchantment table, but I didn't really want to do that because, well, I'm nearly at level 27. So, wait, I am level 20. Oh, hello. I'm nearly level 30. So, I do want to get a new sword because we did lose that sword from the Wither, which was really nice of them. So, what I've done instead is I've started breeding the cows. Not only have I gone on different missions to get loads of different items, I have also bred the cows. So, that isn't an issue now. So over the time, I will get the leather and I will fill up that bookshelf, and I'll also get some more bookshelves to add as decorative pieces. So around the house, there might be a little bookshelf there and then, you know. But that is this kind of half of the house completed, and I'll probably polish up the basement in my own time, and then when we come to decorating it, I'll probably put it in the video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this side. The next part will be the living room. I was actually thinking this living room is more or less going to be like a public living room, because we do have the one upstairs, and I thought, okay, well, that's the private living room, so this one will be for guests that come in and they stay or whatnot. I'm most likely going to start putting doors around the place as well. So we will get sorted with this in just a second. Let's go in this corner here and let's show you the finished living room. Whoa! It's the living room! And welcome to the guest / lower ground public living room in the Wayne Manor. I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled trying to fill as much space as possible because, oh my goodness, it is such a weirdly shaped room, and it was just such a nightmare. But I managed to pull through, and I will give you a quick rundown of what you can see. So I went straight from the dining room, and I really liked the hanging lights, and I thought that would be perfect over the little coffee table that we have in the middle. And we have 3 little sofas, and I have used the brown mushroom block right over here as kind of like a cushion, and then I've used quartz blocks, not smooth quartz, because I wanted kind of like the cushion look by like the little line that they have in the middle. If you use smooth quartz, it won't be a line, and I thought, you know what, just for this, I'm just gonna keep it like that for now. And you know what, I like it. Right behind us, I have used a bit of the library to kind of give the room a little bit more depth, because I thought it's very blocky, very weirdly shaped. So I thought, okay, let's just chisel just a little bit down here. And I thought, you know what, that looks perfect. I really, really do like that. And I added some more paintings because turns out these are the only paintings that are on the texture pack. That are 2 blocks high, and I don't want to, you know, use them everywhere, so instead I've used these little tiny 1 block paintings. And I correct me if I'm wrong, I think that might be the guy from Doom Patrol. I'm probably completely wrong, and it might not even be anyone, but it kind of looks like him. And then we've got Black Mask down here, I would also assume. If not, please correct me. But over here, again, I had such a plain wall. I don't have a lot of space behind this sofa. And I thought, okay, I'll put like a little table there. But the table was just, it was just too much. So I thought, let's whack a big painting on there. And we got a Batman and Gordon one. And I think that looks so freaking cool. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'll keep it. It can just stay there. You know, people can be like, oh wow, Bruce Wayne really admires Batman and Gordon. I don't know. But, you know, the interpretation is there. Then over here I have kind of like a shelving unit, I would say, all on different levels. And of course, some more armor stands. You're going to see a lot of armor stands in this whole building. And I'm going to have to make some sort of gold iron farm to compensate with all the armor sets I'm going to be putting around the house. And for this little area, I thought, okay, I'll section it off just a little bit, because you know, with some living rooms, you have a little storage unit. Maybe your TV might be on top of it, and in there could be board games, books, DVDs. And I thought, okay, I'll put it around this kind of area. Again, it's gonna be a bit more fancy, and yes, there is another armor stand, but I think it looks cool. You can't knock me for it. What I might actually do is I might put a banner behind it if I can. If not, it's just gonna stay like that. And I thought, you know, it's a little cozy area here. If you want, I can put a little chair there, put some signs on it, so it's kind of a little, also a little desk area as well. But overall, that is the living room, the dining room as well, because I don't know if you've realised, I've made this a little bit more narrow, so I've added just an extra wall on the side here and made this a double door, and I really do prefer that as a singular, so I am very, very chuffed about that. But I think as of right now, with the timing we have, I will unfortunately have to leave the rest of the house unattended and ready for next episode. I haven't already. And without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!